Hey, what's going on, everyone? Tom here, the consultant. Welcome back to episode 3 of our market replay using order flow. Today, we're going to be doing some practice trades, primarily looking for buy and sell pressure and absorption. So, we're going to be using the micro minis, so it's going to be the MES and the M6E. So that the M6E is going to be the Euro. That it's just kind of a one that I'm adding on, just so I can kind of get a feel for a secondary market that I've been looking at trading a little bit more. The other thing is these are all sim trades. Okay, these are not live trades. This is fake money. It's a dummy account, or it's basically just a sim account. The time frame that we're going to be looking at is October 19th, 2022 at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is approximately 30 minutes after the North American market open. Lastly, before we dive in here, while you're watching this, take note of my trades. You know, the whole point of this is to learn. I'm learning. I'm not perfect. You'll probably see me lose more often than I do win. But the key factor here is that even myself, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch these, and I'm gonna find a trade. You know, whether it's a win or a lose. Because we want to be able to analyze both our wins and our losses, more particularly sometimes our wins, because if we got something right, who knows, maybe we saw something that there was something we didn't see the first time that we accidentally picked up on and we didn't realize. What I'm kind of getting to is go back about 15 to maybe 20, even 30 seconds before you see a trade placed, and take note of what's going on in the market. What are the offer sizes? What are the bid sizes? Where are we at in the overall point of the market that you're trading, all the way up to the point where the trade is executed. What did the market look like at that point? The moment we took a trade, did it immediately go against us, or did it jump in our favor? How long the trade lasts, and then how the trade ended. Did the price just execute and stay against us the entire time and then just kind of walk all over us in a deficit, or did it execute and then stay in our favor and then slowly roll back? The whole point is to identify key points that we may have missed the first time, and then if we did, that's something we can learn on. Without further ado, this is long enough of an intro. Stick around towards the end. I'm going to be doing a small debrief. It's going to be literally brief. Just kind of how I felt about it. Kind of take a look at some of the trades, some of the things that I've noted, and then we'll kind of go from there. So without further ado, let's dive into this. right, so there you guys have it. It's episode 3, market replay. I don't think it went that bad. I did just try to check the P&L for that, and it actually did not take. I'm pretty positive I was probably still negative. The very beginning of that was just horrible. I was just getting ran over all over the place. But one thing I do want to note, I started to notice, and it wasn't literally until I think about 14, 13, so it'd be roughly, I think, about 20 minutes into this video, was where I think I started to find momentum. And where that was is one thing that I started to notice was price would start to kind of churn between a couple of ticks. It'd start to build up. It'd be like 100, 150, 200, 100, or 200 and 350. So it would kind of bounce back and forth. It would just build up and churn. It would take off, and the moment it would take off, it would revert back to seeing the like the 30 and the 40 contracts kind of trading. And I started to notice that whenever those I think I noted here, it was between 30 contracts and about 80 contracts, it would just walk all over the place. You'd have this churn, this shoot, it would move, and then sometimes it would build momentum. But the moment it started to lose momentum was when those went away, and you started seeing, like, I'm just going to call them normal traded contracts coming in. And it was like that. It was that 40, that 50, somewhere between the 30 and the 80 contracts on either side, the bid and the offer. It would just walk all over the place, at least a good 2 to 3 points in either direction. And I think that's where I was getting ran over in the beginning, because the moment I picked up on that, I started hitting the bid and I started hitting the offer. It was like about a tick off from the where it was starting to build up. And then if I got the direction correct, it would typically walk up. But then I noticed that if I got it right, it would walk, and it would pretty much stay in my profitable zone. But there were a couple of trades there where I did that, let it churn, and went in the right direction, but it pulled literally all the way back. But I think for the most part, at least in the beginning, where I was getting run over, I think I had the overall direction correct. I think the entries were just horrible. Those trades weren't lasting longer than 10 seconds, at least. That's definitely no good. If you guys are interested in any of the tools that I have here, check out the description below. Check out the description below. Wow, that was hard to get out. In any of the tools you see down there, those are tools that I actually use. Quantower. I don't know why I call it Quant Trader. It's because it's Jigsaw, Day Trader, Quantower, BlueFX, TopStep, Earn to Trade, stuff like that. I use those tools as well. Those funded accounts down below. Check those out. Do note that those links are affiliate links. And if you're not familiar with how the affiliate links work, you oftentimes, more than likely, get a discount. I get a small kickback. That's how they work. I'm just being transparent. So other than that, guys, till the next one. Hope you guys learned something. I definitely learned something. That's the whole point of these videos, learning. Nobody's perfect. So I will see you guys in the next one. Later.